Hey, welcome back. Another day, another vlog. Hope you're all well. Yeah, we're home again in Perth. A little something different here. I'm just trying to get it all set up. It'll be a little bit tricky. New lens, you might have seen. This is an anamorphic lens. I'm not sure if you can see that. Gorgeous little flares coming off it. Got this one for our movies. It's a Russian-made helios 44 that's been converted into an anamorphic. I've been wanting to, as you know, we tried the little one on the phone, the little Foles anamorphic lens over the top of the iPhone, and they worked out pretty good, and you can see some really nice flares coming out of it, and good. I guess this is the next level up from that, so an actual proper lens, proper piece of glass, properly set up anamorphic, and yeah. So I'll see how that comes up in close, but yeah, you can see some nice big flares there, a little bit of blue in that. So, and that's what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to give you that vintage look, I guess, from our younger days when movies, the big westerns, spaghetti westerns, and all stuff like that. Those big movies, they're all in CinemaScope, I guess you called it, or using anamorphic lenses. It's a basically it's a form of compression, so it extends the image up like that, and then it compresses it to make it wider, so it looks, I guess a little bit squashed, but by doing that it actually gives it a little bit more character, I guess, and I really like it, so I'm hopeful that you guys like it. I think it's a nod to yesteryear, and it's also, instead of just digitally perfect, super crisp 19,000K $70,000 cameras giving you perfect images, showing off every little hole in my nose and face. This thing just actually probably makes me look half normal, I guess, if that's possible. So yeah, pretty cool. I want to do some films, we'll do some videos on it and with it. We'll do a full review on it and stuff down the track. I also received today my Astros supertachomar 50mm lens. It's an exceptional. I had a quick little play with it this afternoon, and I'll chuck up one of the images I've got from that if I can. I'm having a bit of dramas, I'll talk about that in a sec, with my laptop and iTunes. Since ISO 13 dropped, it's been absolutely terrible. I cannot get my photos onto my phone. I've got probably 6,000 plus photos, and I've got all these albums, and I go into iPhoto and they're all there, and it's all backed up to my 10 terabyte hard drive, and I've got it backed up on another hard drive as well, just to make sure. But for some reason, this new stupid ISO 13, where they split up iTunes, for some reason, because it was too big, or so, I don't know, but they stuffed it completely. I've downloaded every update and nothing's fixed it. It doesn't recognise that the photos are in these other albums, I don't know, and I don't have enough free space on my laptop to put the whole of my iPhotos back in, because it's, I think, 230 gig or something of photos. So there's not enough memory in the laptop. So yeah, what do you do? Pretty pissed off about that, unfortunately. But I've got some things I'm going to keep trying to see if we can do it. If not, I'm going to have to talk to goodfriend.com and see if he can help me out and find a solution. Yeah, a bit of a shame. I guess we all know sometimes they have bugs, but like, yeah, this is a pretty big one. Photos are pretty important. I don't mind the normal glitches and shutting down and having to reopen stuff or whatever, or whatever other ones I've got, like cutting out calls or going to speaker and stuff. But yeah, I haven't seen anything else on there like this. There's a heap of people whinging about it, and Apple really aren't even replying to anyone on the thread, so a bit disappointing in that regards. So yeah, I'll try and get a photo up if I can of that, the 50mm. It's just an amazing lens. You can get them online on eBay. like for their high quality, there's a really good price. I watch a guy's channel, Mark Holtz, on YouTube. He's a fantastic photographer, and he's a vintage nut like me. And yeah, thanks to him, I sort of thought I'd try one of these and get into it. I watched a heap of footage and working out what lens I wanted to get, and I went with this one, and I think it's a perler. And just like 4 or 5 photos I did today, you can just see the quality of it is really cool. So yeah, so a couple of lenses to play with, which is really cool. I've got me adapter rings for the lenses, so I only need one ND filter, which I can use now. My Canon concept, I can put that onto every lens I've got now, so I don't have to carry around 4 packs of different ND filters and CPL filters. So that's really good. That was a great idea. So I've got that. I've got all these adjust, so I can just make it up as I need to suit whatever lens I've got, which is really cool. That rocked up, so a few good things to help me out. Yeah, got to get some time now to shoot out and get some video. So looking forward to that. Baseball, we'll get into baseball next. Bit of news here today. Washington, holy bundy, they're back. When 3 games in a row they get pumped, and then today they just come back. It's what a World Series. It's just been an absolute perler. They come out and smashed Houston in the first 2 games, and then got smashed 3 games in a row, on the back foot, down and out, and they've come back today and had an absolute perler thrown by Strasburg. He's come out and thrown 8.1 innings. It was like 5 hits, I think, in 8 innings, so just a blinder. The hitters hit, 3 of the guys got home runs for them, and Bregman on Houston's side got another home run, but it wasn't enough. It ended up 7-2. Verlander again, just having a lot of dramas in this postseason, doing amazing things. What a pitcher. You can never take that away from him, but yeah, just for some reason, just getting to the postseason and just having really tough outings. And it's tough. He's not the only one. Kershaw's the same. He's struggled in postseason, blows everyone away during the season for whatever reason, mental, or it's just that next level. He struggles in the postseason as well. So, but yeah. So no clinch today. They didn't get the ring today, but the good news is tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock, or around that, depending on where you are, Game 7. There's no other dream you have of as a kid as a baseballer. I had it from the age of 5 to get out there, Game 7 of the World Series, tie ball game in the 9th, score the run and win the World Series. That's what every kid dreams about from when they first start playing the game, and that has a chance for that to happen for someone tomorrow. So Game 7, it's in Houston. You're going to have Scherzer versus Greinke. Both went really. Scherzer had to come out the other day, had back and neck spasms. Remember, young Ross came in to pitch for him and did a really good job, but the Astros just got to him and beat him up. So Scherzer's going to be just pumped to come back. Just had neck spasms and back spasms, just couldn't move. Got a cortisone shot, has thrown since then, is all good. So he's 100%, he's got that extra rest now, so look out, he'll be on fire. He's an amazing pitcher. He's the number 1 on anyone else's, he's an ace on everyone else's team. Greinke is an ace, come from Arizona, another ace on the mound. So it's not going to be pitching we're going to be lacking of tomorrow, it's going to be who can hit the ball. Houston, I don't know who to pick, I really don't. I thought it would have been all over today, but again, I was proven wrong. The hitting as well, Bregman did really well, Springer's hitting well, but I guess we need a couple others, the unknown ones, to sort of step up and do that a little bit. Like Altuve's hitting well for the Astros. All the big guys are doing really well for both teams. I guess the difference on each day is you get those little guys come in and do the things. Soto hit another home run today, the young 21-year-old or 22-year-old from Washington. Another solo home run. He's going to be huge in the next few years. Watch out for him. So yeah, lots happening there. Baseball, Game 7. If you were going to work, have the day off. Stuff it, pull a sickie. There's nothing wrong with that. People do it for AFL and rugby, so I don't see why we can't do it for our baseball. Right, and yeah, that was sort of the news sort of stuff. And tech-wise, a big thing dropped last night. For you guys that do edit film, even on a basic level, and you haven't been sort of doing it, if you're like my age and you've had to learn Premiere or whatever you're using, there's a tool out there. It's basically like a little keyboard, and it's really good for photographers as well. It's called Loop Deck. They've got the original, which is Loop Deck, and then there's Loop Deck Plus, which is still on sale. You can get them both on eBay for a couple of $100. And it's basically takes all your hotkeys, instead of have to remember shift this, what key does what thing on a normal keyboard, which is fine if you grew up with that, but if you never did, if you grew up like me and you have to learn how to type on a typewriter, then you got banned from computers at school from putting viruses in them, and you have to come back to them later in life. I'm not real good on that side, and I struggle with that. I can get it after a while, but it does take a bit of time. Well, this thing is a plug and play. You plug it in, everything's marked as what it was. Instead of grabbing your mouse and doing cursors, it's got dials, so you can just fine tune your colours for when you're doing your colour corrections on either Lightroom or Premiere. Well, the amazing thing, and I have been looking at one, and I think the right prices for the old models is about $200 Australian. It seems to be they're around there, that price. You can get them around the $200 to $250. The Plus is obviously, I think it's about $300 to $400 Australian, brand new. Well, they've just released out a Pro version, so it's probably a bit more for your advanced. But if you have the money, this has got a lot of features that are going to be a lot easier than even the Loop Deck and the Loop Deck Plus. It's called the Loop Deck CT. It's on sale as of today, €400. So what's that, about $1,000? At least be $1,000. So I think the exchange rate for euros is around 50 cents. The US is 65, so we get smashed on that. So our Aussie dollar's worth nothing. So I'm saying I'm going to be saying it's at least $1,000 new if you by the time you get freight on there and then that. But instead of a keyboard size, it is now a little unit about yay big. It's full LCD, full digital, that full technology stuff. Really good. It's got all the dials up here, but all the buttons are fully programmable and they change automatically. So if you're in Lightroom, anything possible for Lightroom will come up and change onto those keys and put a name on them. So it's like it'll automatically know what you're going to go, what options you've got to do, and give you those options on this little pad about this big. That plugs in obviously into your computer, laptop. You can plug it into either. So yeah, but yay big. You plug that in. It's got a dial here, digital dial. Even that's got options on it for when you're doing that. Dials up here, push buttons all here. It'll change as soon as you change software. So if you go to Lightroom, over to Photoshop, and I think it'll even work on the boys that were testing at F-Stoppers. They went onto Google Chrome, the browser, and you could do stuff on there. So it is really versatile. You can also, once you get good at it, you can go in and fully customize all those options again on there to suit exactly what you want. So amazing bit of technology, $1,000. If you edit movies or videos at whatever level, this is the one you want to aspire to. If you're starting out, you probably want to look at a Loop Deck. Definitely recommend that. It's something I know that will save me a heap of time. I've got it on my budget to plan in down the road. I'm just going to save up for it. Definitely worthwhile. But this thing is going to be a game changer for you guys that are punching out videos all the time, and you're doing a weekly blog or whatever, and you're doing one or two videos a week, and I know how many hours you're putting in to do that. This will cut your time in half. If it doesn't, there's something wrong. It is, you need to check it out. Loop Deck, L-O-U-P-E Deck, D-E-C-K. They're a European company, I'm pretty sure. Get on, check them out. Yeah, available today. Works with all the Adobe suites, Mac and PC. It's got all the details on there, but basically all the Adobe. It does do one of the Mac programs. I don't think it does DaVinci though. They're working on that. DaVinci and Final Cut, I think they're working on that, in the process of that, to adapt it to this so you can do them all. But yeah, amazing bit of kit and worthwhile if you're a creator. So get on to that. That's definitely hot tip of the week. And that's about it. Home, had a bit of a nap. I crashed and burned hard. I thought I was going to get through this afternoon. 24 hours no sleep. Yeah, I just had to go and lay down, and I think I was out cold for about 2 hours. Great to see my little buddy Jack and Bentley. My little buddy's legs better after the operation, in a little chocolate lab. His legs better, so that's good. Always good to see Jack. He was pretty rapt to see his dad, so that puts a smile on my face. Yeah, home. 6 more days of recovery, and we can try and get some footage. Depending on weather tomorrow, I'm going to try and get out tomorrow and get a video done, but it's a little bit tricky. See how we go. Sister's in town this week, so looking forward to that as well. That's some awesome news. Can't wait to see her. Always great to catch up with family when I can. We all live on different sides of the country, Melbourne and Queensland and Darwin and everywhere, so any chance I can, it's really good. Rightio, I've got to get this sorted and try and play with my computer and see if I can fix these photos. Wherever you are, what are you doing? Thanks for stopping by. I'm back home again in Perth. R&R time. See you all tomorrow.